Good morning, everyone. Today, we will be presenting about Stadium Merdeka, a symbol of unity, heritage, independence under the theme Architectural Conservation and Tourism. As one of the national icons created in Malaysia, the Merdeka Stadium has its own historic significance not only as a venue for games but as the actual land where our country's independence took place.
The history of Stadium Merdeka dates to 25th September 1956, when Stanley Edward Jukes, an architect-engineer in the Public Works Department, was assigned to manage its construction. Time was of the essence. This had to happen in time for the independence ceremony scheduled to take place on August 31st in 1957. The involvement of pre-stressed concrete technology that had only recently emerged made it possible for Edward Jukes to deliver the project within less than a year.
On completing the stadium on 21st August 1957, it not only became a building but turned out to be a symbol of freedom and unity.
Merdeka! 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 Merdeka!
On the 31st of August 1957, in a packed stadium of 20,000 people, Tunku Abdul Rahman yelled Merdeka a total of 7 times. That one moment brought forth a nation and made Stadium Merdeka a symbol of Malaysia's national pride.
Sedapat mungkin. Chandran dan Hussein Muhammad try. Goal!
Stadium between the 1960s to 70s was also known for hosting the Pesta Bola Merdeka, an international football tournament across Asia started by Tunku himself, which saw Malaysia make its very first international debut versus Burma. It is not just about football, it's about making people come together. The viewers from all over came to hail their teams and made the stadium a vibrant social zone.
The stadium has remained in use for many decades and has been accorded status as a National Heritage Site in 2005. Between 2020 and 2024, a comprehensive restoration process took place, one that maintained its 1957 look while improving its infrastructure to ensure safety and accessibility. However, as of August 2024, which was last year, it has since opened to the people and has managed to connect generations which is from past and the present in its spirit.
Currently, Permodala National Berhad under the Merdeka Heritage Trust is in charge of Stadium Merdeka. Their mission focuses on conservation, adaptive reuse, and sustainability, ensuring that the stadium remains authentic, functional, and relevant in today's context. PNB is in partnership with Jabatan Warisan Negara and ensures that all restoration works follow Malaysian standards. Together, they ensure that the stadium retains its essence while still keeping its relevance as a symbol that reflects national pride.
However, there have been challenges. The construction of the Merdeka 118 Tower beside the stadium raised public concern. Many feared the skyscraper's dominance will overshadow this historic landmark. Yet, conservation advocates and PNB work to achieve balance between heritage and modernity, showing that both can coexist harmoniously. Another issue is urban congestion and accessibility. With traffic and dense surroundings in Kuala Lumpur, visitors' access remain difficult. Still, improvements in public transport, roads, and pedestrian paths continues, supporting the long-term visibility and visitor engagement.
To understand how Stadium Merdeka could evolve as a heritage tourism site, we compared it to Stamford Bridge, home to the Chelsea Football Club in London.
For example, Stamford Bridge welcomes around 89,000 visitors annually and offers interactive museum experiences that attracts tourists and fans worldwide. In comparison, Stadium Merdeka currently lacks formal visitor statistics. While educators and NGOs appreciate its restoration, the general public still sees it mainly as an event venue. This highlights the potential for stronger promotion and educational engagement to transform it to a full-fledged cultural attraction. A large amount of advertising is done through the Merdeka 118 Instagram page, where infographics are often shared.
Stamford Bridge has a gallery of diverse programs, from guided virtual tours to community initiatives like the Street Soccer Academy and Digital Blue STEM program, where students learn coding and engineering through using football to spark interest. Meanwhile, Stadium Merdeka has a few initiatives of its own, like monthly cultural dance classes focusing on traditional Malay dances like joget or zapin, and pop-up heritage markets that support local artisans. However, these don't have too much to do with sports or football. These are great starts, but expanding similar educational and tourism-based activities could further strengthen the stadium's cultural role.
To improve Stadium Merdeka's tourism scene, it is advisable for it to wear its history proudly, while still remaining faithful to its original use. Such methods may include a museum, which showcases the stadium's achievement during the Malaya Cup, as well as that of Selangor FCs who formerly called Stadium Merdeka home. Another way is through developing augmented reality apps, allowing visitors to relive grand events like Tunku's speech and the Malaya's international debut with Burma. Its last way is through introducing educational programs. Similar to Stamford Bridge, Stadium Merdeka can use football as a catalyst to spark interest in youths about Malaysian history and any other subjects beyond. In conclusion, Stadium Merdeka stands as a living symbol of Malaysia's independence, connecting the nation's historic pride with its modern ambitions. Its restoration and conservation reflect how architecture can preserve cultural memory while adapting to contemporary needs. Just as Stanley Edward Jukes envisioned back in 1957, the stadium continues to embody the ideas of unity, innovation, and national spirit.